Hey babes, welcome to the Happiness Heals channel. My name is Tiffany. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back, friends. Today we're doing an unboxing of the new Budget by Paycheck Workbook by the Budget Mom. I've been so excited to get this new budget planner to be able to continue working on my finances. There are a lot of things that I would like to get more intense with coming into the new year, and this planner will hopefully help me do that. So I'm going to unpack it because it's still in the wrapping. I wanted to go through that whole process with you. I'll do a quick flip through so you'll see how I plan to use it. I'm going to start using it this month in November, and I will be using it up until October of next year, where hopefully I'll order the next one that comes out. But I'm just really stoked to be able to see it. I love this whole paint stroke design that she came out with. She also has a floral design that you can choose from on her website. I'll have information in the description box about how to purchase it if you do like it. Without further ado, let's see what's inside. I'm going to use my little cutter here to open it up. And I did look at the online flip through, so I'm a little familiar with it. I also had the large version at one point. I had switched to the box set last year, and I'll talk about at the end of this video a few reasons why I switched back to the bigger one. I wanted to see for myself what this workbook looks like and share that with you. So this is the cover. This is the paint stroke version. There's also a floral design as well for those that like that aesthetic. And open it up. Oh, it's so pretty. Look at all these beautiful colors. They're actually perfect because they remind me of a mix of fall and spring. So I feel like it's the perfect transitional planner for that purpose to carry me throughout the year. This is a little note card that comes from the Budget Mom explaining her philosophy and just giving you some information about the Budget by Paycheck method. And then this is your title page where you can personalize it, provide your information. And then it starts off with a walkthrough of this planner, how it's supposed to be set up, the different worksheets that it includes, the different ways that you're supposed to be able to track your money, and then it actually starts right into the actual worksheet. So this is the financial plan goal worksheet, which I love because you can sit down and think through your short, medium, and long-term goals for your finances, your membership and subscriptions. I love having those in one central location, yearly savings, trackers, a bunch of sinking fund worksheets, which I love. I have not used these enough in the past, but I do plan to start using them to kind of motivate myself this year about my finances. Also, a yearly spending overview, your categories, and how much you're spending each month. I love that. I can't wait to use that this year. Also, yearly balance overview, where your balances are at each point. Bill trackers. Oh, it has everything. And some of these things, I'm not really sure if they were in the last one. Let me actually pull out my box set. Okay, so it did have the medical bill payment tracker in the last one. And it did have the bill tracker. So I think a lot of these things are the same as the prior version. I did have a lot of things in there that are the same. And then you have a few note pages here in the beginning. And then it takes you to the monthly breakouts. And actually, this is great because they're already, I thought I would have to set this up myself, but they're actually already pre-tabbed, which I love. You can just flip through the month that you need, January through December. Even though this starts in January, I'm actually starting in November. So I'm going to flip through to the November tab because that's the month I'll be starting with to show you what's inside for each month. They're all the same. And then the other piece that it comes with at the back is a nice little pocket to be able to put things in, which was not in the large version that I had prior to this. So I'm glad that they've added this feature because now you can put your different worksheets that you get in here as well. And then it also comes with 2 sheets of stickers, which I always love her little doodle stickers. Those are great for using in this planner or your other planners as well. Just some great extra stickers to have on hand. So I'm going to flip through the month and show you what that looks like. Okay, so now we're going to do a quick flip through of what a typical month in this planner looks like. And then I'll do actually a flip through of each of the tabs so you can see what they look like as well in the paint stroke version. Each of the tabs start with with a cute quote from the Budget Mom, which I absolutely love as well. Looking forward to those each month as I complete the prior month. So this starts with the monthly calendar, and I love that it's on 2 sheets. Well, as you all know, I love decorating, so this gives me plenty of room to be able to do that. I love that this version allows you to customize your start, so I can start with a Sunday or Monday and work the rest of my week. It gives me goals here on the side and plenty of room to fill in my boxes with all the things that I have due for a particular month. So I love that feature. Then it starts with the Paycheck Budget Trackers. And this used to be called the Payday Bill Tracker, I think. But she's changed the name to make it more clear. And now they're referred to as Paycheck Budget Tracker. It's a lot of the same categories. You think through your income, your bills, your envelopes, your sinking funds, extra debt, extra savings. Get all of that on a page. I love having that all on one page. And then also the cash envelope breakdown page with money thoughts and your priority goal for the month. I love that. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paycheck budget trackers, and then you get an expense tracker for the month, your starting balance, the account. I love the fact that she basically made these expense trackers for one account now, so you don't have to keep writing that in. It used to be one of the columns on the worksheet. She made a lot of really nice edits to this one that took away some of the redundancies of the process before. So I really do love that. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages of expense tracking. And then you have the debt payment plan, which I love. If you're still battling debt like myself, then you can use this worksheet to really help you get on top of that. Also, your monthly net worth tracker. I'll be honest, I tend to not use this simply because it's a bit more complicated, I guess, than I like to deal with. But I think this year I will start trying to use this more. Maybe starting in January, looking at my net worth in more detail. And then where did my money go? I absolutely love these worksheets because they really give you the bulk of information that you need in terms of being able to monitor your spending, where you're spending most of your money, in what categories, where you can cut back, where you've spent more than you did the last month, all of that. So you get the monthly budget category breakdown, which basically allows you to break down your categories and look at what you did in terms of spending for the month. Then you also get your monthly debt and savings breakdown. How much did you put towards each of those categories? You get your monthly spending comparison, your budget categories for the prior month as well as the current month, and see the changes there. And then I love this new added feature of the monthly meal plan because I was actually thinking of getting a whole new planner for this, and then I remembered that this new version is in, or that this was included in the new version. So this will be great for me as well as I'm starting to kind of pre-plan meals and things like that in my household again. That will help, and also help with kind of managing my monthly food budgets, eating out versus making meals at home. So I love that. Absolutely love it. And then you have a notes page here, which is great for afterthoughts or different things that you want to kind of think through or work through going into the next month. And then you also get the cash envelope teller slips. And these are really cute. I do have the little sticky pad where you can just flip them off. That's a lot easier for me. But I normally still save these in the event that I run out of those. I'll always have these to use as well. And they're really nice to take into the bank. They're always impressed when you know exactly what you want and how you want it broken down in terms of your money. I absolutely love that. That is, each month in this planner is exactly the same, so I won't flip through each of the months, but I do want to go back and look at each of the tabs. And we're going to flip actually back to the first month, January. And this is the January tab, February tab, March. Oh, I love that peach. That is really, really pretty. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. And the Budget Mom also offers this planner in a digital version. So if you're the type that doesn't necessarily like to use pen and paper, she does have a digital version, though she does recommend the paper version just because you have to kind of think through and work through things a little bit more when you're actually using pen and paper. For those that just like to have things electronically and can work on them on the go, this is also offered in the electronic format as well. There's only one size for this planner, and it's big enough that, yes, I will say it's not convenient to really take on the go as much, but she also has a box set version that are these smaller little booklets that you can purchase as well. I think these come in a different design. This is the version from last year that I used, but there's a new design aesthetic for this current year, and those planners are more for on the go. They're broken out into little booklets for each month. I'll actually show you what my group looked like for last year so you get an idea of that, and then I'll talk a quick bit about why I switched from these smaller ones to the larger one again this year. Okay, so these are my workbooks from the current year, I guess you could say. So this is January until actually October was the last month I used this year. November and December I used from last year. I enjoyed using them. This is really good for someone who actually plans to do budgeting on the go. And initially when I first started really getting heavy into my planning and I was using the larger book, I thought that I was missing times because I couldn't take my book with me as much on the go. So I switched to the box set with the thought of being able to just toss them in my bag and be able to do my expense tracking and other things like that while out and about. I will say for me, honestly, that didn't end up working out. I don't know if it's as much about the pandemic and just being home more and not being out and about and needing to, you know, kind of have that on the go mode. I would say that I missed having kind of all of my financial information in one central location and having to remember to either pull out the book for the prior month or the next month to be able to kind of really plan out things, especially when I was doing a lot of long-term planning or thinking about things in terms of my budgeting on not just the particular month, but on a quarterly basis, I guess. I found myself having to carry at least 2 or 3 of these around at a time. And that was not the most appealing thing for me personally. Some people would say, oh, that doesn't bother me. They're still small enough. I mean, they are really, really small and they're super cute. You know, if you're out and about, people have no idea that you're actually sitting there, you know, reconciling your receipts or going through your bills or whatever. They think you're probably just doodling or something like that using these. For me, it just seemed like they were more cumbersome, and being around my house, I had to keep making sure that I kept up with where I would leave the little booklets so that I could continue to use them or reference them when I need it. It does come with a super cute little box that you can kind of sit them all in and have them on your desk or bookshelf or whatever. For me, like I said, I just realized the further I got into this year, I preferred a larger size budgeting workbook to be able to kind of have more space and have everything in one location. And now that they have the pockets there, I feel like I can add in some of the worksheets or other little references that I wanted to be able to keep on me. So I really didn't feel the need to want to purchase the box set again. I will say that they're, like I said, great for busy moms or people on the go that just like to be able to have your budget or maybe your bill trackers with you while you're out. For me, I realized that I like having dedicated time to really sit down with my planner, my sinking fund envelopes, all those things. I do a lot of filming, so having the larger side is also better for filming on camera so you can see more of what I'm working with in terms of that. And so I just made the personal decision to go back to the larger format, and I'm really excited about that. If I'm even doing a tutorial and I want to reference back to the prior month, it's literally just flipping through it rather than having to go and find the little booklet that I have for that prior month. And a lot of the things that I do in terms of my budgeting are repetitive, so I can go back to that prior month and say, oh yeah, I forgot about this bill, let me make sure I add this, or did I pay that off last month? I like to just have it all in one location, and I don't mind mind it being in the larger size, like I said, because I've noticed for myself in terms of monitoring my activity over the last year, I'm not really taking my budget workbook anywhere with me. Even in the smaller format, I really wasn't taking them out of the house as much. So I said, let me go back to this. This is what I know. This is what I love. And this is what I'm excited about. I can't wait to get back into this. Obviously, this means that I'll have more budgeting videos coming up on my page. I feel like I'm one of the Budget Mom super fans in a sense, because I'm always promoting and using her products, but I feel like they're just really well thought through, and they allow you to keep a lot of pertinent information in one central location. And I kind of really like that. I can definitely relate to enjoying that in terms of my planning process. And this is the planner I will be using this year. Let me know if you did purchase one of the new Budget by Paycheck workbooks for this year, which one, the paint stroke or the floral design or the box set. Also, let me know if you would like me to do any more videos in particular about either how the workbook is set up and or how to use it. I will be featuring more budgeting videos on my channel now that I have the new workbook to work with, so look forward to that. But let me know if there are any other things that you particularly would like me to dive into with using these planners. I will be doing my cash envelope stuffing again. I'm super excited about that. I have some cash envelopes actually that I'm working on right now for my personal finances. I will be starting to do those videos again soon, coming into the new year. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you'll be informed the very next time we have something to share on the Happiness Heals channel. Take care, friends.